The journey of the Oreo cookie begins long before it reaches the hands of consumers. It starts at an industrial facility equipped with state-of-the-art machinery, designed specifically for mass production of one of the world's most beloved cookies. At the heart of this process lies a meticulously engineered system where ingredients are handled with exact precision, quality control is relentless, and every single cookie that rolls off the line meets the brand's strict standards. The very first step in the factory is the preparation of the chocolate cookie dough. Giant silos outside the plant store key dry ingredients like sugar, flour, and cocoa powder. These silos feed into the factory through pressurized pipes, ensuring that ingredients remain uncontaminated and arrive at the mixing stations in measured quantities. When it's time to make a batch, these dry ingredients are released into colossal stainless steel mixers where they are combined with liquid ingredients like water and vegetable oil. Additionally, a specially formulated leavening agent is added to give the cookie its familiar crunchy texture. Inside these industrial mixers, rotating blades churn the ingredients until the dough reaches the perfect consistency. The dough must be neither too soft nor too stiff. The texture is monitored by factory technicians who check for uniformity. The scent of chocolate fills the air as the mixers whir and rotate at calibrated speeds. Once the dough reaches its optimal form, it is released onto conveyor belts. Here, the magic of automation kicks in. The conveyor belt carries the dough into a forming machine, which uses precision molds to stamp the distinctive Oreo cookie pattern onto the surface of each disc. At the same time, this machine cuts the dough into perfectly round pieces, preparing them for baking. The patterned discs are then transferred to a long, tunnel-like oven known as a band oven. This massive machine can be over 100 feet in length and operates at temperatures around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. The cookies ride through the oven on a mesh conveyor belt, evenly spaced to ensure uniform baking. As they move through the tunnel, the dough begins to rise slightly due to the leavening agents, and the surface hardens, locking in the deep chocolate color and crisp texture. This baking process typically lasts around 5 to 6 minutes, during which time the cookies are closely monitored to ensure they're neither overcooked nor underdone. Once the cookies have baked to perfection, they exit the oven and enter the cooling tunnel. It's vital that the cookies are fully cooled before the next step, the addition of the creamy filling, to prevent melting or deforming the filling layer. The cooling tunnel uses ambient air or refrigerated airflow to bring down the temperature of the cookies without affecting their texture or flavor. This cooling phase can last several minutes as the cookies travel on conveyors through different zones of the tunnel. After cooling, the cookies are lined up for the sandwiching process. This is where things get even more technical. Half of the cookies are automatically flipped so that the stamp design faces outward once the sandwich is complete. Then comes the famous cream filling. Stored in large hoppers, the filling is kept at a specific temperature and consistency to allow for easy extrusion. Using precise nozzles, the filling is deposited onto the center of each flipped cookie. The exact weight of the cream is controlled down to the gram. For traditional Oreos, it's typically about 3 grams per cookie, but variations like double stuff use more than twice that amount. As the bottom cookies receive their dollop of cream, another set of cookies travels down a synchronized line and is gently pressed onto the cream, creating the iconic Oreo sandwich. This entire process happens in mere seconds, but behind that speed lies an intricate ballet of robotics and timing systems. Sensors and cameras continuously monitor alignment, spacing, and weight to ensure every sandwich looks and feels identical to the one before. Following sandwiching, the Oreos are carried along another conveyor system to a visual inspection area. Although automated sensors do most of the checking, human inspectors are often stationed here as a final quality assurance checkpoint. Any cookie that doesn't meet visual or structural standards, whether it's misaligned, chipped, or lacking cream, is removed and diverted for reprocessing or disposal. In many cases, the crumbs and imperfect cookies are ground up and reused for other Oreo-based products like pie crusts or snack toppings. Now that the cookies are approved, they are directed to the packaging area. Here, the cookies enter a flow wrapping machine where they are grouped and sealed in their iconic packaging. First, they are stacked into neat columns using a mechanical arm that counts the cookies. Then, these stacks are placed into trays, which are folded from flat cardboard in real time by automated equipment. Once the trays are formed and filled, they move along the belt to be wrapped in foil or plastic film. The wrappers are heat-sealed to maintain freshness and prevent moisture from compromising the crunch of the cookies. The wrapped packages are then moved to the labeling station. A printer applies the familiar Oreo branding, complete with barcodes, batch numbers, and expiration dates. This step is critical for traceability and inventory control. From here, the products are placed into larger cardboard cartons, grouped based on destination or store requirement. These cartons are then palletized using robotic arms, which stack them efficiently onto wooden or plastic pallets. The pallets are shrink-wrapped to secure them for transport, then loaded onto trucks or moved into climate-controlled warehouses, ready for distribution across the country or even internationally. While all of this happens on the main production floor, there's a separate set of systems in place to handle sanitation and allergen control. Because Oreo also makes variations that contain peanut butter or other allergens, it's crucial that every batch is isolated and that cleaning protocols between runs are rigorously followed. Specialized cleaning crews dismantle parts of the equipment regularly for deep cleaning, while swabs are used to test for allergen residues. This ensures safety for people with food allergies and maintains the integrity of each product line. Innovation is also a large part of the Oreo production facility. In one section of the factory, product development teams work on seasonal and limited edition flavors. Here, food scientists experiment with fillings like mint, birthday cake, or pumpkin spice. Each new flavor must pass not only taste tests, but also manufacturing tests. Can the new filling withstand the pressure of sandwiching? Will it maintain its texture in transport? Can it be stored for the same shelf life as regular Oreos? Once a new flavor passes these tests, a small-scale run is initiated on the same machines used for regular Oreos, often during off hours to keep production uninterrupted. Even the cream filling, often thought to be simple, is a marvel of food engineering. Contrary to popular belief, it doesn't contain dairy, which helps maintain a longer shelf life and makes the product suitable for vegans in certain markets. The filling consists mainly of sugar, palm oil, and flavoring agents. It's whipped at high speeds to achieve that smooth, slightly firm texture that holds the cookie layers together without leaking out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed seeing how Oreo cookies are made inside the factory, from mixing the chocolate dough to the creamy filling and final packaging, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at your favorite foods. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. Got a snack you're curious about? Drop it in the comments below. Until next time, keep craving the crunch and cream of life's little treats.